Earplugs
What?
in, guys.
Umbrella is.
Umbrella? That's an
Do you want me to get an
umbrella.
Unicorn.
We're gonna be getting
Unicorn.
out today, Gregory, if you don't have plenty of flashbangs. And...
Yeah, I already got them situated.
I got 4 stones.
Alright, that's good enough.
Alright, let's start climbing down here and opening our maps. First thing, guys, if you look at the time, we are 25 minutes behind schedule. So in the future, please make every attempt to arrive here at 1600 and ready to load in. It's not fair to the guys that come here in time and have to wait around. That being said, today we will be doing heavy mount training on the squad level. So I'm going to attempt to do this without the use of Twiddler, but it may be a little difficult, so try to use your imagination skills. If you look over at grid 015116, everyone see the red, blue, and green markers?
Yep.
Yep.
This is the standard formation we need to use when going along a road inside a town. Alpha is red. They'll be either on the left or right side. Bravo is blue. Sorry, actually, Charlie is blue, I meant. And green is Bravo. So, basically each team on the left and right will be in a column. They'll be looking on their respective sides, within alleys, all that kind of stuff, over the fences, in gates, to provide our flank security. You then have a Bravo in a line formation behind them, looking down the road, and also providing rear security. So they're providing frontal and rear security with their 4 guys like there. So we have a horseshoe U formation here, and we continue movement like that, and then assuming we get to a point where there's intersection at grid 018119, give you guys about 5 seconds to get there. We in our U formation, we come across an intersection. We want to safely cross this intersection is the front man of both Alpha and Charlie. Each take a corner and look down the sides. So the Alpha front man would be looking northwest road. The Charlie front man would be looking southeast road. Charlie is covering both southwest and northeast at this point. After the front man have established that corner, the three guys left from both Alpha and Charlie cross, as you now see they're on the other side, and then take up that corner. The front man now on the other side of Alpha and Charlie need to ensure they're looking down the street northeast, and the corner men need to ensure they're looking northwest and southeast, respectively. After that, the Bravo team, which is green, will cross. Once they're in position, they'll resume their normal security of looking down the road both ways, and the final corner guys that originally took up those corners will cross. This makes sense to everyone?
Yes.
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 Thank you to whoever marked that is Alpha Bravo Charlie. Alright, so that's going down roads, that's moving down roads. Keeping in mind that Bravo could be substituted for an MRAP, which will be the case a lot of the time. So the MRAP will then be responsible for kind of taking control of the road we're on. And in that case, the side teams, which would be
User
Alpha
joined
and
your
Charlie,
channel.
need to have their last man looking behind, since the MRAP can only look one way. Or sorry, I'm actually saying, I scratched that, since Bravo would have too dismounted, then they'd have a driver and a gunner. So they would still be responsible for that rear security.
Dead.
Anyway, if we need to take an MRAP, by the way, it won't be, since Bravo has our suppressing our suppress team with the M249, they'll be in Charlie's position, and Charlie will be the ones driving the MRAP if we have to take an MRAP. Alright, so that's moving down roads. Now direct your attention to grid 029099. You guys might be used to mount being as simple as rushing into a compound with your fire team, either and spreading out, clearing the buildings, whatnot. We're going to do things a little more tactical, a little more sound as a squad. So, in any compound that we need to clear, Bravo will always be responsible for overall security. They're the first ones in the compound. They get set up.
User in your channel timed out.
Provide outward security, lock down the compound so that no enemy sneaks up on any other team. So those 4 blue dots you see are Bravo securing the entrances and just locking down that compound for Alpha and Charlie to clear. The red dots are Alpha, and Alpha is our assault team. They will be physically breaching the buildings. They're the door kickers. And we see green team, which is Charlie. They're directly supporting Alpha. So if Alpha breaches a building, Charlie will sort of be in their way.
User joined your channel.
Lock down that building. So Alpha goes into a building with a hallway. Alpha will go to each individual door, open it, look in that room. But while they're doing that, Charlie will follow behind them and lock down that hallway, so that if any enemy come out of any rooms, Charlie is watching the hallway. So they're sort of the direct security to Alpha. Bravo is the overall security of the compound. Does this make sense to everyone? Any questions?
The guy. Oh, okay, never mind. I just didn't zoom in far enough.
So we're gonna have Alpha kick down doors, and Bravo fills in behind and starts filling in gaps as Alpha continues moving forward.
That Charlie fills in gaps. Bravo is
pardon me.
providing overall
Pardon me.
security.
Gotcha. Bravo's providing security. Charlie fills gaps at the end of
Yeah, Charlie's locking down the compound.
the Get you.
Did I say Charlie? I meant Bravo's locking down the compound. Alright, so this is sort of new for us.
So it's Alpha attack, Bravo exterior security, Charlie interior security.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way I want to think about it. Okay, just want to make sure I was right.
So this is sort of new for us, and it's some new information, or a lot of information. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have a cold run through of it. We're going to load up in that MRAP and head northeast to the town of Nur and just practice moving these formations, locking down that compound, simulating clearing without any threat.
Alright. Permission to mount up?
Alright. Hey,
Go
I
ahead
got
and
my-
mount up
I
in the
got-
MRAP.
I just got my 4th guy for my fire team, so I'm gonna have Sharon go and fill in for the other fire team. Is that alright?
Well, White's coming
Just-
back, so.
Just have Sharon over here for a second. We'll have to figure out, because it seems that some new people are joining. Louis,
Yes.
Do you want the Fade to be who I see tonight? Is he's here?
Yeah.
otherwise Bravo Alpha, once you got your shit situated, load up in the MRAP.
Copy that.
Alpha, you're driving.
As soon as you get all geared back up, you can load back in the MRAP.
I'm moving to the vehicle.
Actually, Bravo, you drive.
Roger.
Is it MQ7?
Stanley, you're driving.
Alright.
I'm gonna hop on the back of the MRAP.
That means Gregory will want you on the gun.
Roger that.
So, I think I misheard this part, but we're staying in the Vic as we move to the town, correct?
I believe that would be Charlie's job if they were here.
Bravo's supposed to stay in the Vic is what he said, because Bravo's green.
He corrected that though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Charlie would be with the Vic? Alright.
Because we have the suppression.
Get the big guns.
Okay. So we would
These
be
nuts.
taking blue then, and we'd be on the right side.
Did someone really just say these nuts?
The big guns, man. Yeah, we'd be on
Alright.
that
Drop
side.
you guys to make sense. Actually, never mind. I'll keep this in. Hold on.
Now I'm wondering what I'm forgetting this time.
What you're forgetting.
I always forget something. I'm also pulling CLS. Since we don't really have a Charles team, and I don't have to worry about my M32.
What are you in here?
Yeah, right here.
Dude, we got all sorts of scripting for you to do on our map.
Yeah.
Alright. Hold on, somebody calling me.
Well, it didn't take long for Lefebvre to die.
Do you believe the medical system is not correct? So if you get shot, you're kind of dead.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I'd walk and
Sharon,
die.
you in here?
Yep.
Alright, so change of plans here. Walk in will be running Charlie, and you two will just kind of be like a two-man team, still doing the Charlie stuff.
Roger.
What's wrong with my hair?
Sergeant Fogel.
Yeah.
So since it's a two-man team, do you want us switching over to Charlie now and not Alpha?
Hey,
Roger.
Do you want them driving as well?
nope, you drive.
Alright.
So, are we dismounting when we get to the city?
Unknown.
Unknown, okay.
Dude, my brother has been playing the same song for the last 7 hours.
He is from the internet.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna be running to Charlie, both me and you, and I'll be on the FURP, alright? What loadout do you have?
I have a AAR, but it's
Alright.
basically the same as a rifleman.
We've already painted that like 8 times.
We'll manage.
You know, just throw your boxes or whatever you have
extra if you don't need it.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Alright, Sharon, join on Watkin, and join my group. You get on channel 221.3.
What's up, Fogel?
One thing I forgot to mention about Bravo responsibilities in Compound is you also need to provide internal security so that if Alpha is in the middle of, goes in the front door, clears the building, and then
Some
I'll
guy
just
runs
start
in.
running out the back door. Like,
Did you
gotta
do a
be
radio
there.
check, Sharon?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it again here.
Alright.
Radio check 221.3.
So wait, this
Radio
confuses
5 by
me.
5 on channel 221.3.
Watch bar.
Over.
If the
Alpha
first
sounded
part
on channel
of the
221,
Charlie
over.
is supposed to be driving the
Correction,
Vic
Charlie sounded on channel 221, over.
in the town, why is Bravo driving the Vic out of the town?
Hey, do you want Charlie to
Because
grab
we
the
were told
microphone
to.
for you?
Well, I want Bravo driving the Vic.
Alright.
Do you want us driving the Vic in the town as well?
Negative.
Looks full in there. We got
I'm just
two
gonna
out.
assume we're dismounting somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna dismount.
Okay.
Looks like they're walking.
Do we have enough slots? I don't think we have enough slots in here.
This is Alpha. We have two of my guys can't fit in there. Copy, stand by.
I think could easily hold 2 more seats.
Alright, let's switch. Charlie, you're driving this time.
Alright. Holy fuck, oh no. Oh god. Oh boy. Sharon, dismount.
I was wondering when these things would show up in there.
Actually, this is Charlie. Interrogative wants to drive
Never use
the
them.
MRAP or the other Vic. Over. Other Vic.
Alright, Sharon, you drive, all done.
We're getting in
Yeah,
that screen thing.
Sorry, two people were talking over each other. Say again.
We're getting in the screen
Charlie,
thing.
we're mounted. Copy. Alpha, you coming?
They're deciding.
Charlie,
Did you
honk the
guys-
horn.
Did you guys still
Not
want me to
Howard
bang?
Charlie.
Bruh.
Louie, over here. Get in.
There's still people loading up in the other Vic.
No, they're getting out. You
Oh,
get
okay.
stuck in the back.
Oh, we're not taking the MRAP now, okay.
Damn it. I hate doing everything complicated.
Make sure to get in your colored team's assignment, guys.
I feel so exposed up here, oh my. Sharon, how's it cozy down there? I'm sure my, How you doing down there, Sharon, in the cabin?
Pretty good.
Did you guys come in?
Are you playing footsies with me? Am I kicking you in the face?
No, I don't think anybody did.
Not yet, but you're pretty close.
Ooh, look.
About to get a throat kick.
This is dangerous, man. I could break your neck.
That guy's standing out of that so far.
Are we all in here?
Alpha, you all in?
Charlie's all in.
Louie, you in?
Alright,
Yep,
Charlie.
You're good.
Or Bravo,
Get us
rather.
to the beginning of NERD.
Wherever we are.
Sharon, get us on the road. Since Charlie's gunning and driving, can one of you navigate?
Just occurred to me that
Follow
my
this
Armor
road.
3 sound is not on.
There's no navigation required, just follow this road and don't stop following. And Charlie, just when we get to the town edge, you can hold us right at town edge.
Copy that. Sharon, never mind.
Alright, who forgot earplugs?
Aw, shit. Shit. I'm just kidding.
Alright, so Alpha, Bravo, you guys know you're on the left and right respectively. Start thinking about that.
Alpha,
Right.
we run the left side of the road.
Bogle?
Someone answer that car phone.
Say again?
Do you want Charlie taking the Vic in town, or we dismount with a Vic outside?
You'll be taking the Vic in town.
Copy that. We'll let everyone else get outside town, though. Alright, Sharon, I want you to do a herringbone on the right side at the end of that stone wall.
Which one?
Not this one, not the next one, the third one.
Roger, I see it.
Herringbone to the right.
Alright guys, when we dismount, make sure we get right covered.
Herringbone now.
Roger that. Are we left, right, or
Right, dismount.
West side.
Alright, Alpha, Bravo, get out, get on the right side.
Just get out of your side.
Push up, Stanley. What's going on, Wayne?
Fucking game crashed. Fucking game crashed.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, we're gonna be doing a security patrol through the town. Guns down, walking pace. Get on your respective sides. Let's see a good formation here. Charlie, you should be in the back. We'll be walking your Vic.
Charlie copies, then we'll get clear of the Vic so we can come out and move back over. Alright, move us back so we're back in the formation.
Alright, let's get moving down this road. And guns down. We're doing a walking patrol.
This is Charlie, we're in the formation.
Actual, be advised, our white game crashed.
Copy that. Bravo, can you keep it in line with Alpha there?
Here, let's keep it in line with Alpha.
I want to see, guys, when you start going past buildings, walls, openings, entrances, start looking in them. Charlie, you okay back there?
Charlie's good. The white kind of, he didn't go out very well. We're going to remain over.
Copy. Remember, guys, Charlie is covering your front and rear, and you can trust him to do that, so you're responsible for your flanks.
Actually, this is Charlie. Our wheels are stuck in the ground. Over.
Hold up.
Copy, stand by.
Alright, let's get 360. Let's do our west through east.
Be looking east, Gregory.
Roger that. Looking east.
Guns down, Stanley.
This is Charlie. Vehicle's ready to go.
Copy, let's continue movement. 2-1.
Let's go west.
Alright, moving out.
In the interest of time, let's just sprint down this to the next section of town. Keep going until we hit that second building. When we hit the second building, we're gonna proceed with the same thing, but we're gonna go guns up. I want to see the guns sweeping and looking in the directions they're supposed to.
I'm gonna get to the second building, guns up.
Roger that. Guns up on second building.
Alright, guys, come
Bravo, wait up for Alpha. Be covering those holes with that gun, Stanley. Charlie's looking down the road.
At this intersection, I want to see us practice that crossing way I explained it. Alpha Bravo, as you cover these holes, it's important to note where your comrade is on the other side of the street, that they're being covered as well. Everyone stop. Everyone freeze. Everyone freeze. Alright, take a look around. Anybody notice a problem right now? Exactly. You're wide exposed from the back, which means that Alpha and Bravo needs to be talking a lot to make sure that they're doing this in sync. So at the point that you're covering this corner, Bravo should be covering that corner, and at the point that you cross, that needs to happen at the same time.
So are we keeping a walking pace, or are we just sprinting everywhere? Because that's what I was seeing.
No, let's not be sprinting in here. There's too many corners. We gotta be moving relative, not walking. A ginger jog in between. You gotta go to walking because there's a lot of cover and a lot of spots to go. Go ahead and go to walk, but then yell it over to the other side of the street so they can slow up.
Alright, so Alpha, bring your guy back. Let's try this again. Bravo, did you hear what I said?
Copy that. Or wait, wrong net.
You both, Alpha and Bravo, need to be looking at each other, making sure that you're getting there at the same time, talking over radio to cross at the same time.
Okay.
Alright, let's see it happen.
Alright, Stanley, let me know when you're set on that corner.
Set.
Alpha's hitting crossroad.
Bravo set.
Cross guys now.
Crossing.
Alright, Alpha.
Alright, Gregory cross.
Yes, need to cross all your guys, Bravo.
Hold until Charlie crosses.
Alright, yeah, alright, so Charlie, that Vic needs to come up. And when it's in the middle, the last two guys from Alpha and Bravo can start, and they need to go at the same time again.
Bravo. Bravo moving.
No, I want you to just continue going. So, like, you go at your same pace, and basically they're mirroring you on the sides as they cross.
Got it. Let's start again, or just let me go?
That's alright, we'll keep moving. Alright, let's continue movement. Alpha Bravo, keep eyes on where each other on the other side of the street. You need to stay in sync in your position.
Clear.
Clear.
Crossing.
Bravo crossing.
Set.
Go ahead, Gregory.
Charlie's moving up. Crossing. Set. Crossing.
Alright,
Keep up, Gregory. Hold up, wait for Alpha.
Alright, let's hold here, everyone. In a minute here, we're gonna mount mount up and try a live fire exercise with real baddies and using the same tactics. Keep in mind, I saw it being worked on, but we really need to cover those entrances and outlets. Can everyone hear me with yelling?
We can over here, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, these big openings, like looking to our south right now, they should not be crossed unless someone is looking down them. So if you're on that side, which is Bravo, you should have one guy on the first corner to our south of that building looking southeast until all your guys have crossed. And then you should have one guy after the cross looking here, and then you can cross the last guy.
It's not just for roads, it's for any opening with distance.
Yeah. Every single opening, and it's hard because it's a lot of communication. Cornerstone amount is communication.
When we go live fire, we're probably gonna have to go half pace what we just did.
Yeah, that
was pretty quick.
It seemed like Alpha, or at least it was hard to keep up with you guys, to be honest.
We'll keep it walking pace for that whole thing.
Yeah.
The only time we're gonna run is if we have an opening of greater than 10 meters. We're gonna be running that gap. So we run every gap. Don't crawl across those openings. If you have a guy pieing off that corner, the guys that are going through that corner, they're not guns up. They're running to get through. The gun up is the guy already set.
Yeah.
A guy moving and shooting is no good. A guy set and shooting is what we're looking for.
Yeah, Louis got it right. Running across the big gaps. Additionally, if they're going too fast for you, Bravo, you need to get on the horn and say, "Hey, Alpha, can you guys slow down?"
Copy that.
Bravo, slow it up.
Communication synchronized.
Do you see White requesting TP?
Yeah, I'll get him in a sec. Alright, so let's mount up, and we're gonna try this. Let's really try to get this down. I know it's a little rough. I saw us working on it. Alpha, you look pretty good on the left there, covering those openings.
Alright guys, let's get mounted up.
Inform me when you're all in.
Alpha's in.
All in.
Charlie's in.
I think it's the other side of town where we started that.
All right.
Sharon.
Walking?
Yes.
You right?
Sharon.
Alright, Sharon, you're gonna take us to Rosman. Doesn't matter how you get there.
For Rosman?
Yeah. That's to our east.
Where is?
Oh, it's the large city next to the military base out there, near the airfield. It's a ways away.
Hey, Sergeant.
Yep.
White is ready for a TP whenever possible.
Right.
We can hold
Alright,
for him.
can we hold the Vic?
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, this crossroad. Yeah.
Herringbone. Oh, he's here. Nice helmet.
Welcome back.
Alright, let's continue moving.
Hi.
Team leaders spend the little drive here thinking about how we're going to tackle that town. We're going to be going from southwest to northeast, so think about how you're going to orient your guys, which gap's going to be a problem, how you're going to get past them, that kind of thing.
Alright, keep going straight after this. We're gonna be going fucking straight on this road for quite a while. We're gonna keep going straight on this road through this town. Actually, do you want us to even... Vogel, do you want us to do this thing you did down here? That this marker, do you keep going past it?
I didn't put any... Oh, yeah, go to the markers.
Alright,
Fair enough, we'll stop by there.
Herringbone left behind this fucking sign. There's Herringbone left now. Alright, stop dismount.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, get out. This won't be live fire yet.
And we're not gonna. What are you gonna do with Charlie when you go in that compound? Over.
Charlie, you need to be providing direct support to Alpha, covering the buildings, basically. Alright, 2-1, we're going to be heading south in that compound there, and we're going to be clearing up the compound. So let's move down the road, how we practice, move through these gaps how we practice, get to that compound. Bravo will enter first, set up perimeter security, followed by Alpha, breaching the buildings. Charlie quick behind Alpha, securing each building.
You guys keep moving forward, put your past us, we'll get back in.
Let's move out.
Alright,
Let's go, guns up here.
Guns up, guys.
Roger that, guns up.
There's just a lot of openings right here. 2, hold up.
Hold up.
Just want to keep 2 guys on guns up on this one. Just a wide area. Let's go 1 cross.
Get up to that wall. White, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Last man.
Nah, I wasn't talking.
Bravo set.
Good. In there. Alright, we're crossing. Alpha's crossing. Go, go, go.
Set.
Set.
No, keep going. Don't stop.
Which road are we taking?
The long way?
Yeah. Last man cross.
Stanley just ran past the door.
You guys gotta catch up because Alpha's already up here.
2-1, clear out right side compound.
Right side compound. Clearing right side compound.
Stanley's set to move to compound.
Alpha, hold up here.
Bravo gets security all around. Alpha,
Yeah, we
you
setting
need
up
to
that.
get the breach on the right side. Charlie, get quick behind Alpha,
Get
supporting
in.
them.
Get in this compound and clear the inside.
You want west side breach?
Set.
1,
Hey,
2
from
set.
west side breach.
Reset.
And we're all gonna do one Charlie dismount.
When we get in here, get on these doors.
Negative, Charlie. Just, actually, yeah, Charlie, just dismount.
1 is up. Here we go.
Greg, I want you over here.
So you want me over there?
Yeah, you get on that way. Just on this building here. Get on that building right across the way. White, we want you covering that door we just came in.
Rooftop clear. Alright, back down.
Alright, Charlie, let's cover the south. This fucking dude's ass opening.
Roger.
Friendly's coming out.
And that's Bravo's job. Let's help him.
Last man outside, twin side.
Clear.
Alright, next building.
Gregory over here, covering
Duck down with these windows.
where I am.
One up.
Never, 3 up. 3 ready.
Okay.
Yeah, never stand up in front of these
Clear.
windows.
White, stay where you are.
Alright, too small. Next one.
Gregory.
You know they cleared that building out already.
That's affirmative. We're covering the compound security. Or the doors and whatnot, not the buildings.
What do you want me covering?
Just across the street looking out. Or across this little thing. Right there.
Oh, I missed the opening in this one.
Like this way?
On the other side, ain't it?
Alright.
Just right here.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
One up.
Bravo, there are 5 openings and they're not all
Three up.
covered. Reposition your guys.
13.
Stanley, I want you on this doorway.
Ground floor clear.
Move it up.
White, get on that doorway.
Upstairs and balcony clear.
Building clear.
Wet doorway.
Friendly's coming out.
This one here.
We got any buildings we missed?
You want me outside?
Nope. Inside the wall, just covering that entrance.
Alpha's clear the inside of the compound.
Copy. Alpha, Charlie, just group together out of the way. I need to work something with Bravo. Bravo, have all your guys freeze wherever they are.
Don't move, guys.
Thanks, man.
Copy. Alright, so we'll come.
Yep.
Alright, this looks pretty good. Right, how after I told you to change it. Before though, someone could have easily walked through this opening right now. And just totally caught your security right there by surprise and mowed down a lot of friendlies.
Copy that.
Okay, so keep in mind how to best position. 2-1, let's just group up wherever the most people are. I don't know where everyone is. Let's meet back at the Vic.
Dog pound on the corner. Okay, never mind.
Meeting back up at the Vic.
I'm back to the Vic.
Stay outside the Vic and let's just gather up for a minute.
Whoa. Stop running.
Come on, slow pip. Come on. Think I miss you.
Alright, I marked the compound we just cleared with the next objective marker on the map. Everyone see it? In town of Nagara?
Yep.
Alright, it was a little hasty, I guess. It was our first time doing it again, so everyone was a little bit confused, I could see, but let's just go over kind of what we did, how we want to maybe change things up, what was working, what was not working. Why don't we start with Bravo, or who was the first one? Was it Bravo or Alpha?
Bravo was in first.
Okay, Bravo, why don't you explain your experience?
We went in first and tried to cover the doors, I guess, or the entrances to the compound. I get we didn't proceed deep enough into the compound, or at least I didn't, to get good eyes on those entrances that were in the back.
That's where I was.
Yeah, there were 3 entrances where you were, and there should have been more than one person on it.
So there are 5 entrances. Bravo, can you mark in, what do we decide? Blue. Can you mark in blue which way, ideally, it doesn't have to be how you did it, but how you would position your guys, where would they be? While you're doing that, Alpha, can you explain your experience?
In blue.
Louis? Where the hell is Louis?
Is he? What the?
He's still back there.
Excuse me.
Louis, do you copy?
If Louis still covering the section, that's fucking dedication.
This is Alpha, I copy.
Alpha, come with me by the back. Didn't even realize it.
Sorry, we were doing training.
Alright, sorry. Alright, so Bravo just explained that they went in first and started covering entrances, and right now Wickham is marking out ideally where he'd place Bravo to best provide outward security. Alpha, can you explain your experience in breaching these compounds? What went well, what was working, what was not working?
Actually, we did really well. Like, it seemed like we piled off a lot of areas, and it seemed like anytime we were moving to somewhere, it looked like we already had a fire team securing the area as we were doing our entries. So we never had to worry. Yeah, we could put our 3 guns inside. I thought it went really well actually. Once the other fire team was inside the compound, which they were in first. So I didn't really see a lot. We were once we're inside buildings, I can't see what the other fire teams are doing. I'm just kind of relying on them to have the exterior secured.
Right. So when you were outside, when moving from building to building, you felt your security was protected.
Yeah, I mean, even though when we go outside, we're still securing our own fire team, but we weren't coming out into a place that an unknown. And I think ideally, actually, with this setup, and with having another fire team covering, the exterior, if I had a full fire team, I think I'd send 3 guys in, and I would just stay at the doorway just so I could see what the other fire team's doing, so I knew where to move my interior team, where to breach next.
Okay. Charlie?
I went off with Charlie. Charlie just walked into the compound behind, as the last people behind Alpha, I think it was. We cleared a few of the smaller buildings. Alpha wasn't clearing. Then we set up security on the southwest side and sharing. Which side did you get?
I got the...
Was it this door right here?
You got the eastern door.
Alright.
I hopped on that one right there.
Okay, here's my assessment of the whole situation. If I were to do this again, what we should have done is broke this compound into 2 separate compounds, since it's too big for us to truly handle at one time.
I agree.
So that's the little pretend wall there. But we have 3, I don't know which side this is, I don't know what side that entrance is, but basically we have to clear those 3 buildings. That's one compound down, then we have to clear the other. The problem, so Bravo, you had good outward security, it looked like, but if there were any guys in any of the buildings, we've all been shot from behind.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of think Alpha should go in first with Bravo immediately afterwards to get to the entrances while Bravo's clearing the compound itself.
That makes sense, yeah.
That's what I was a little confused at what we were actually supposed to do.
Yeah, so the way we're gonna do this in the future, this was sort of learning, but so I'm gonna assume for the purpose of this that I'll put Alpha in red. Let's say Alpha happens. All right, Alpha breached here. So Alpha breaches there. They secure that building. Charlie is helping them secure it, and Bravo comes in behind, and then Bravo starts setting up right after Alpha leaves this building. Bravo's right behind them and starts to set up both internal and external security just in this compound. So basically you have 2 entrances that we see, and then you can have 2 guys, or however you want to do it, Bravo, but 2 guys covering each exit, and then the other 2 guys basically looking inward, locking down those buildings in case someone comes out the back door or whatnot. And then that provides the internal and external security for the compound as Alpha clears. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
Anything else we want to mention for compound clearing?
Yeah, the role of Charlie. Are we supposed to be clearing buildings along with Alpha, or are we supposed to be supporting them directly with that clearing buildings?
You're supposed to support them directly, so it's not as apparent in small buildings like this, but let's say we cleared an office building as a squad, it'd become very, very apparent. Alpha would go door to door, clear each little office room. Charlie would basically provide in-building security, so they would lock down corridors, hallways, direct.
I think in these situations, we have larger buildings and smaller buildings and compounds, and oftentimes going into one building means taking fire from a neighboring building right next to it. If you had your role would then be, I think, to take a smaller building out at the same time as the point team, so that you wouldn't be taking fire from the other building at the same time. Does that make sense? It's basically the same action. It's just Yeah, whether it's exterior, interior, outdoors, or indoors, doesn't make a difference. It's the lay of the land and the distance you're covering.
Right. So yeah, in a compound like this, Charlie, you would pretty much be like looking out the windows of the building, basically letting Alpha worry about the direct rooms they're searching, and you kind of worry about the rest, such as the fire coming in from outside the building going in.
I get it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think that breaking down the two things are something that we should probably do. If there's a compound inside, that breaking it down into two different sections is a good thing, because what ended up happening to us, even when I figured out exactly what we were doing, is essentially I was in the position where the ARR was. What's that? The AAR.
Yeah,
and,
that.
Then my buddy was on the other side, out of my vision, in the rifleman section somewhere over there. And the way Whitcomb wrote it down would have been good, because then I would have been in eye shot of him. But even better is what you said, Fogel, of just having breaking the compound down into sections like that. And I think all the other problems would have been fixed if we just had the assault team go in first. If the assault team went in first, then we have that forward momentum cover, and then we can come in and take up those security positions and lock down the rest of the compound, so nobody could run up from the opposite way that the assault team is moving to.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything you said. So that's what we're changing from this experience. We'll have the assault team going first. Charlie's role is a little more defined, and Bravo goes in second and sets up the security right after. Everyone clear?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, let's mount up. Actually, get to shoot some shit.
Copy that. Sharon, you driving, I'm going.
Roger.
Let me know when you're in.
And just so everyone knows, something else we might do
Tell me when
in
you're
an
all in.
actual operation with a
Bro,
Vic is we just have two people, whoever's, since there's a fire team occupying the Vic, you'd have two people pull internal security, and then the Vic kind of runs the external lockdown.
Still at head to Roslyn?
Hey, firm.
We're going to continue on trying this road for quite a while. Alright, at this next intersection up here, you're taking a left.
Roger.
So do you want to dismount somewhere outside of town, or, I mean, the enemies would be there right now?
Do you see the southwest compound, the southwest of town? A little kind of on the external forces of Rosman.
On the very far, I guess, maybe there's a lot of compounds to this, outside
But
of Rosman.
see the actual marker called Rosman, and see the compound south?
Yeah, no, yes, maybe.
Is it okay? I'll tell you. I'll call a dismount.
Alright.
Yeah, 061 108. Stop there. That's all.
So look to your right, you see the oil field?
And if you look to your left, you'll see a bunch of sand.
That's just the trees. I did not feel exposed at all. I'm coming to the intersection, taking a left, Sharon.
Roger.
Sharon.
Left turn into 50 meters. 100 meters, whatever the fuck. Alright, left.
Pick one, going left.
Yeah!
That was a
Big
stop
one
sign.
and only big. Big one last thing.
That was a stop sign, man.
Go
Alright,
brakes.
I just want to convey to everyone before we get there that this is supposed to be difficult. This is supposed to be, I don't want to say it's supposed to be unrealistic, but it's supposed to be to train us, not to put us in a realistic situation.
Alright, Vogel, when we're in those crossing situations, do you want Charlie to move across as the last minute crosses so we have them covered from the sides?
You won't be able to cover the sides because you need to stay focused on the front. But yeah, basically when they cross, they'll be covering your flank as you cross, so it needs to happen at the same time.
Alright, I'm just asking who wants to cover them with a vehicle as they cross.
So when they cross, you cross at the same time. So like they should be on either side of the vehicle as you cross.
Is the down right here?
I don't know, he'll probably...
We like ad hoc basically use your vehicle as cover for a confining section.
Contact right.
Get inside the compound to the right.
Fucking Vogel, oh shit. Dismount.
Dismount.
Dismount. Go across the street.
Clearing compound on our right. Alright guys, let's clear this compound on our right.
One set.
Pop smoke break contact
Set.
in the compound southeast.
Bravo's breaching compound southeast. Sharon White, I want you on those doors looking security.
Bravo, you hold suppress as Alpha moves back to the compound.
Get up on those walls and suppress. You're good, Stanley.
Alpha, call when you're safe in the compound.
Suppressing that way.
Compound is friendly. Charlie, cover that road.
Friendly's coming in.
Charlie, gap.
We're clear.
Oh, you cleared in here already? You guys think I compound? I mean the interiors? I mean the interior on the exterior south.
Bravo, go into the compound and get your security set up. Charlie, keep covering Bravo as they fall back. Charlie, gap, he's covering.
Copy that, Bravo's secure.
Alpha's the exterior. Go
Charlie, once Bravo has gotten pull the vehicle back and then provide external security. Charlie, gap it. Tell me when you're set.
Hold on. I need to get through there.
Make sure that vehicle gets safe in safety, Charlie. This is Charlie, say again. Make sure that vehicle gets in safety. Copy that. The vehicle should be safe.
I can't get you last like here.
You guys good?
Alpha's compound secure. Hey, firm compound is secure. I'm fucking standing 2-1. Hold for 30 CR. This is Charlie, I'm putting traces on enemy contact on the rooftop just to the northeast. Disregard contact down. We're gonna move to the north town. So we'll start with Bravo holding, Alpha moving, and Charlie also holding. Charlie, you can just sort of lag behind the bounding beams with the VIC. Copy that, Charlie. Bravo, get set up. Bravo, call set up, and then Alpha move.
Alright, Bravo, we're bounding to the north end of town. Let me know when you're set. Stanley over here. Alright, Bravo's set.
Bravo, you just want to pop us out once out there.
Sure. Smoke out.
Alright, let's get ready.
Alright, move.
Alright, let's go.
Set.
Go wide.
I'm coming in that way. Taking the gun.
I'm hearing shots to the east.
Copy that.
Alpha, are you set?
Alpha's set. We're taking fire.
Alright, Bravo, move. Bravo moving. Careful to the
Alpha,
east.
if you can direct vehicle tracer, that would be helpful.
Watching east.
We bound him past or holding that their position?
Holding here. Bravo set.
Alpha, you ready to move?
Negative, try to taking Charles Louis down.
Alright, Alpha, you cover us while we push up. Alright, Bravo, move.
Moving.
Get to that wall.
Alpha, cover Bravo. Bravo, you need to move to the town.
Let me know who's up and good.
This is Greg.
Say again, Gregory.
Left arm.
Bravo set.
2 right leg, 1 right
Helix 2-1, what's the status of that casualty?
Hey, Stanley, you give me some cover. Looks like we're taking fire from behind us. Either that or these rounds are punching through the walls.
This is Charlie, contacts right down the street from us to the northeast, over. Wait, come, do you want me to get on that corner? Never mind.
Be advised, I'm bandaging myself.
Hey, Gregory, you still up?
Alright, this is Alpha. Back up.
Hey, I'm still
Alpha's moving.
This is Charlie, we got contact to our northwest of the trail. About 100 meters. Pushing out the building.
Alright, I'm all bandaged, I think.
I'm good, too.
Hey, White, can you watch behind us?
To the south.
Enemy just fired an RPG
Yeah,
at us.
to our north.
To our
We
north.
got contact in that compound to the east.
Copy that, let's push up and clear it out. I'm on you.
Alright, moving.
Alpha, we need to get in the town and out of the open. You move.
Don't cross this big gap. Set. Keep crossing.
Or other side of the road.
We have a man on the other side of the road clearing the compound. I'm set. Go ahead.
This compound has a lot of contacts in it. I'm throwing a flashbang when you guys get here.
Crossing.
Gregory is set.
Do I see if 2 and Alpha's taking charge?
Right set.
Bravo, lock down this road. Right security. Alpha is to your west.
Copy that.
Charlie, FTL is down. Gonna need healing.
We're locking down this road. We got any security.
To the east with the rest of 2-1. Have copy.
Down the road.
Get some guys looking south.
I got south looking down the road. I'm gonna keep watching this door 'cause there's a lot of contacts in here.
Use
Bravo, we have contacts north in the town.
copy that. Where exactly?
Top of rooftops.
Scan those rooftops, guys.
Yeah, I don't see any contacts to the north on this road.
We're about 10 feet away from a person. Can we clear this compound?
Did you Charlie forming up the Vic?
Nope.
Actual, be advised, we have multiple contacts in this compound that we have guys on.
Copy, Alpha. You able to breach that compound?
Where's Bravo right now?
Over here. We're over here.
Charlie, where's the Vic?
I got eyes on one.
The Vic is outside the town. Gunner is down.
You able to drive it?
Yeah, I'll be bringing it up right now. Helix is taking care
Alpha,
of.
we're to your southeast.
Cas received.
Copy. Get that Vic within the bubble 2-1 so we can protect it.
Stanley, are you hurt?
Alpha, see where Bravo is covering. You need to assault that compound southeast.
Engaging contact in the compound.
Alpha copies.
Pushing into it.
Copy that. Alpha's coming to clear it. As soon as they get in, we need to follow.
FTL, signing back on 221, over.
Copy, Charlie. Get the Vic over to the rest of 2-1.
Charlie copies, Ross from Mike.
Charlie, when you get here, lock down the road that 2-1's
Cross
outside
it.
of.
Alright, get in there, guys. We need to secure this.
Opening right there.
Yeah, you guys take
Stanley on this door right southeast. White, I want you up here.
Charlie, lock down this road, cover us to the northwest.
Charlie copies, cover to the northwest.
Here.
Alright, got it. Friendly's coming out.
Charlie, that was your contact that just shot me.
Gregory on this door still.
Did you guys clear this building already?
Helix 2-1, what's your status? Disregard.
I need morphine, I'm in heavy pain.
Bravo and Alpha, just hold this compound till further.
Alright, Alpha reports interiors compound clear.
Helix, this is Bravo, we need morphine on one of our guys.
Alpha, look for close compound to move to. Don't move yet.
Oh, where you at? This is Helix 2, where you at?
Helix, Bravo is inside the compound with Alpha.
Oh, there you go. Weekend, where'd you get?
He's right over there to the
Helix,
southeast.
This is Charlie. I need you at the Vic as soon as you're done with that other casualty, over.
2-1, after Helix has treated the guys, we're going to be moving northwest in our 2-column formation.
Alright, once we're all green, we're going to be moving northwest in our column formation.
Hey, fine.
Yeah, Alpha.
Roger that.
Northwest column formation.
We're gonna go out the way we came.
I think we're gonna head out this way in just a second.
Helix, are we all green?
Daddy,
Alpha
buddy.
Bravo, let's get on the road next to the Vic,
Alright, Alpha.
and when we're both in position, we will start movement.
This is Charlie. I need 1 times morphine at the Vic, over.
Alright, Bravo, we're coming out.
Keep going. Let's see where we're
Push across. Get in our calm line formation. Calm formation.
We need to be pushing northwest and then turning right at the MSR and moving through town.
Copy that, Gregory Cross.
Bravo, we need you guys.
Gregory Cross.
When you get a chance.
Set.
You coward.
Alright, Stanley up.
Alright. I'll take the gun back.
We had to take contact.
Bravo, set.
Contact to get in the nearest building, but otherwise we're not going to enter any more compounds. We're just going to push through the MSR through town.
Alright, I'll copy that.
I got this.
Alright, I'll cross.
Cross.
Crossing.
Crossing.
Hold. Oh, too late.
Alright, let's start movement northwest, turning right on the MSR.
Gregory on you.
Set.
We going walking speed?
Yeah, we're gonna go slow and keep guns at every position.
Hold up for Alpha.
Our responsibility right now.
Is there pigs on this map? Because I've seen a bunch of shadows.
Keep your distance, guys. Don't bunch up. Don't be afraid to slow up a little bit.
Alpha, before you get on that left side of the street, let Charlie lock down the street with the Vic.
Alpha, hold up until the big comes out.
I'm on that corner. Yeah, I have like all sorts of MCC errors going on right now.
Charlie, get on that road, lock down the MSR. Alpha will then come on your left.
Take us down here, left side of the street.
You got
Alpha
contact. You got contact on that street.
We got contact on that street.
This is Charlie. Tell me when all the infantry is crossed.
Alpha's cross.
Alright, we're pushing behind their Vic.
Charlie, you can continue crossing. Alpha, we're going to be moving northeast.
I'm all fucked up.
This is Alpha. We've taken multiple shots over here. We got two guys that are injured.
Copy, continue locking down that road, Charlie. Bravo.
I have heavy injuries left on.
Push across west and cover Alpha.
Bravo copies. Push across if you are able.
I can move, but I need somebody to cover this building.
Alright, as soon as it...
2-1 Alpha needs you across the street.
That should be the last bandage. It is left.
Alright, Stanley, go ahead. I got it.
Crossing.
Morphine.
Set.
Gregory, where was that contact that took you
I'll
guys
take
out?
that. He got smashed by the wall. I'll take this corner.
We're crossing the street if we can, to our northwest.
I am northwest. What do you mean by that?
Copy that. That was to the other guys. Reloading.
Say again.
This my go?
I'm ready.
Yeah, your go.
You guys
Where do you want me? What comes?
Question mark?
Stanley, you're good.
Alright.
Yeah, cross.
Actual, this is Charlie. If you want Alpha to clear these buildings to the
Last
southwest,
man.
take out the contacts, clear the buildings that the contacts came out of, we can cover down the street to the northwest. Over.
Right arm.
Don't have access.
Negative, Charlie, just continue holding security.
Charlie copies.
I'm patching up.
He's lost a lot of
God
blood, too.
damn it!
You okay?
He may need blood.
Bravo, get security around the casualty site.
Bro, let's get security around this casualty site.
You good?
not shot yet.
Done.
What is that?
In. He's in heavy pain, and I believe he needs
Sharon,
medical
get this Vic and
attention.
take us so we're blocking fucking so the enemies can't see them from the west.
I got contact on the other side of this building somewhere. I think.
Actual, this is Charlie. We got enemies in the building to a direct south, about 25 meters.
Hey, one of you guys make sure that you're covering down the road.
Copy that, Bravo, you need to be covering that area.
Charlie interrogator, will we clear and use frags and buildings over?
Negative unless it's confirmed enemy.
We've confirmed this building to our south enemy.
Frag it out.
Sharon, get out and throw a frag to that door.
Stanley, you're clear to use frags on buildings that are confirmed enemy.
This is Charlie, frag out to the south.
Frag out. Yes, man.
Was that
Negative. Keep secure. Disregard.
Keep security away.
The fuck is shooting?
Can you see anyone in there, Sharon?
Keep going, come on. Let's keep going. I'll keep moving up the chain.
Gregory, I want you looking at west.
Road straight down.
Copy that. Get back in the vehicle. We're moving up with the Alpha. Move up so we're just up at the corner of this fucking alley.
Are we moving?
Pop some smoke out there, you guys.
Yeah, we're moving.
We take the west side.
Heavy right arm. Heavy right arm.
This is Charlie. Be advised, the vehicle has 50 rounds left. Over.
Copy that, Charlie.
Who the fuck? I don't see anyone over there. They see me.
We're gonna move across.
Reloading, I got hit.
Is there still down? People down there?
There are definitely still people down that alleyway.
You should bandage.
Copy that. Heavy injuries, right arm. Right arm. White cross if you can. I might go down soon, just FYI.
This is Charlie interrogative. Let's push up to the west so we can get eyes on whatever's firing us from the northeast and take care of it. Over.
Charlie, lock down, just move northwest a few meters and then lock down to the northeast.
Charlie copies, moving a few meters.
Greg, when you can cross.
You're gonna be too far from Bravo.
Alright, I got you.
Copy. Bravo, cross behind the Vic to Alpha's position.
Alright, Bravo, crossing behind the Vic to Alpha's position.
Be advised, I can't see shit over there.
Bravo, you need to be maintaining southeast security while moving.
Cross, guys.
Bravo, you need to be following Alpha as they breach
Cross,
in
man.
and locking down compounds, providing security.
Why is our corpsman on point?
Copy that, move up the road. Alright, lock down this compound, guys.
Alpha, let's go. We gotta wait for Bravo.
Stanley, I'm on you. Gregory, I want you southwest. White, I want you northeast with Stanley.
Roger that, southwest.
One set.
Two sets.
Go.
Door left. Stairs left. Stairs left.
Super clear. Bravo already moving up ahead of us.
No, Bravo's got this compound secured that you're in.
Alpha, advise when clear.
Building clear.
Copy, we need to pull out of this town northwest to the airfield. We'll be busting down that fence. So Bravo, provide security for Alpha as they start moving towards there. Same thing.
Alright, we're egressing to the northwest. We need to provide security for Alpha as they move that way.
Okay guys, we're on point. We're heading northwest.
Stanley, I want you on that corner right to our north.
Alright, I'll cross.
Alright, you guys are good to move.
Bravo, let me know when you guys are ready for us to go across.
You guys are safe to cross this road. Where the fuck? Why'd I want you up here?
Not sure where from.
Bravo, you are covered. Or Alpha, you are covered.
Alpha's moving.
Reloading. On the roof. On the roof.
Cross the fire.
Fuck.
Contact on the roof.
Yeah, I can throw a frag up there.
Frag out. What come you up?
Frag out.
Frag out.
I'm up.
He's down. He's down.
Still up.
He's down. No, he's down.
We're here.
Contacts are down. Alpha, country report.
Oh, I'm hit again.
Helix, Alpha has one times casualty.
Disregard.
Are you set, Alpha?
Yeah, we're good.
Bravo, begin egressing west. Alpha's covering.
Bravo moving west. White first. Bright and Gregory, blue team first.
Charlie, per position. Just keep walking down that road.
Charlie copies.
Alright, Stanley. Moving west. Going. Bravo set.
Northeast, cover southeast.
Charlie copies, moving northeast.
Blue team said I'm taking fire from the town somewhere.
Charlie's in position.
I'm gonna think we should go up here.
Take that.
Copy that.
Copy. Bravo, advise when you're set.
Bravo set.
Yo, you're gonna die.
Smoke out, guys.
Somebody smoke out up there.
Suppress. Suppress. Smoke out. Suppress.
Alpha, pull back west behind Bravo. Charlie, begin moving that bit west and cover east.
Charlie copies, moving west to cover east.
Reloading. Keep going, guys. Alpha advise when set.
Alright, Alpha's set.
Bravo, pull back rocks where Alpha is.
Alright, guys, we're pulling back. Double time it.
And cover Bravo physically and with your gun.
Charlie copies.
Alright, Vic, I'm on you. Shit, Stanley, why'd you wake back up? Run west. Fuck.
If you have a casualty, load him in the Vic. We can get him over to the friendlies.
Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Keep moving west. Keep moving west. Yeah, I'm here. Keep moving west.
Lock on ammo for the turret.
Copy, Charlie. Just use the physicality of the Vic to cover. Bravo, are you up?
Bravo's up, moving. Almost to Alpha. Helix, be advised, we have 1 times casualty and Alpha's pause.
Copy that.
Bravo, pull back inside the compound west.
Fuck.
Vic, this is cover Bravo as they pull back.
We're pulling back inside of the compound west. On double. I want you guys clear that compound for me while I drag him in there.
This is Charlie, we're moving for the friendlies to the Vic, hold fire.
Oh, he died.
One set in the compound.
Bravo, set.
Vic, start pulling back in the compound west. Get that Vic secure. Get out of the line of fire. You don't need to be suppressing anymore. Just pull back. This compound, this airfield is secure.
Alright, this airfield is secure. We need eyes on that town.
Once you're safely inside the walls, I need a...
Yeah, our casualty is KIA.
Set up general security, but don't be within enemy sights.
Set up security, but don't be in within enemy sight. So just watch those walls right there to our south or our east.
This is Charlie, we're green on ammo. One of our guys is wounded and patching himself up. Interrog, I want you to leave the Vic here. We're out of ammo with it, over.
Stay firm, you can dismount from the Vic. Bravo, Alpha, Cap.
Bravo has ×1 KIA.
Green on health, yellow on ammo.
Alright, so when we're doing suppression fire,
You need some ammo, Buttercup?
2 shots every like 5-8 seconds.
Rabbit.
Alpha is green and yellow on ammo.
Guys, give me an ace report.
This is Charlie. If any units need ammo, we have tons of ammo left, over. This is White. I'm yellow on ammo.
Alright, 2-1 index.
Tracers are excellent.
This is Gregory, green on index.
Alright, we're indexing.
Alright, let's school circle over to the west behind this building here. Be advised the contacts are still live, so we don't want them within our sights.
Let's not get shot, right? This school circle on him.
That's the new powwow here.
I don't know if anybody else is getting these errors, undefined variables that are just scrolling.
Yeah, it's the same thing as every minute. It's really annoying.
Alright, just making sure it wasn't me. Probably an MCC thing.
I'm not getting any errors.
Alright, is everyone here accounted for? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie?
Yeah. Charlie or Bravo's all here.
Alpha's here.
Alright, guys. Wow. I was absolutely blown away with the level of tactical or tactics we displayed in that FTX there. I was very, very, very happy with how well everyone performed, how well we worked as a squad, mutually supporting each other. Everyone had their role. Charlie, you were outstanding with that Vic placement. We had very, very minimal casualties, and we're always combat effective. Given, I think I spawned like 100 or something enemy inside this town. It was swarm. So I mean, I don't know. We were good. I was very happy. Big improvement from the first dry run we did. So I don't have a lot to say other than I wish we could have had enough time to kind of assault a big office building and see how that feels, but we'll have to do it next time. Thoughts from anyone?
Holy shit.
I'll just go around the circle really quick. Rana, do you have anything?
It was fun. That's
Sharon?
all I got.
Right.
Walken?
Nope.
Stanley?
Yeah, sure. So, when we first entered that town,
Can you go on yelling?
What? Oh, yeah. That's almost me, sir. Alright, when we first entered that town, we, we had Bravo set up on that compound, and I may have been spamming Wickham's chat a little bit, but that compound had, like, a ton of contact in it, and we weren't doing anything, and I felt that making us wait an extra 5 minutes for Alpha to move into that compound to clear it, like how we practiced. I mean, it's how we practice, but it's unpractical to do in that situation since they're right on top of us, and there was people flanking around. So I just thought we should have just had Bravo clear the small compound. And
well, I had something to say on that too, because I know what Stanley's talking about, and I think even though you couldn't get in the compound at that and breach it at that very specific time, you still can engage contacts in the compound. It's not like you are holding fire outside of the compound, so you can pry the door or peek in or something like that and engage the contact.
Yeah, and it wasn't just we were waiting for Alpha, it was actually need you guys outside holding security because Alpha had taken, I believe, at least one casualty, and Charlie had taken some casualties, so you guys need to secure the immediate area, what you did. Had you been breaching, then we would have lost our security,
yeah.
Possibly been flanked and overrun. Alright, Gregory?
Got nothing except it was fun.
I appreciate you coming to fill in.
No problem.
Louis, go ahead.
Alright. Yeah, I went down 3 times. It was awesome. Actually, I went down the 3rd time when you guys started bitching at me about going down. I was injured, and we had another guy that got hit as well. So I was firing, trying to prevent him from being killed while he was patching up, and I went unconscious during that time. So that's how I went down. But that was awesome, you guys. Like like Sergeant Vogel said, like the tactical mindset of this was actually the best I think I've ever seen so far yet ever. It was awesome. I know it can be really frustrating having to wait for a fire team to get in there and do something when you guys are chomping at the bit because everybody wants to get in there and get their kills. And but thanks for keeping you guys' tactical minds on. And I think that with the deaths and everything for when we're doing these larger operations, I think this mindset and that pace, how we weren't running through, we walked through most of that town.
Yeah, I think that that town during combat was a good pace for everybody. We were keeping up and supporting each other well.
Absolutely, that was an awesome tactical pace, and I think that we need to start spreading that around because it's been the complacency and running around like asshats is kind of a thing, and we're squashing that. So that was fucking badass.
Oh, I got one more thing.
Yeah, White's gonna
Louis
say. Yeah, Louis. Yeah, it's all good. Don't be talking no smack while guys are down, man. It's frustrating to be down. It's really frustrating. And then when you hear the guys, because everyone can hear everybody when you're down. I mean, I can't hear everybody, but you can hear anybody around you. Don't be talking smack. It's frustrating. I was pissed off that I was down already, and then to hear somebody complaining, especially our fucking foreman. I mean, that's our job. And so I'm sorry for going down, you guys. I know it's frustrating for you, but try to keep the ass hattery to a minimum. And that's it, man. I'm gonna end on a bad note today. Just to mix it up, guys. Just mix it up.
That reminds me, by the way. I was very also pleased to see that we retained our previous training on kind of bounding and movement to contact, moving away from contact. Our breaking contact the 2 times I had us do it was outstanding. Alright, White, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was listening on SquadNet, and I feel like some things could have been communicated basically between fire teams a little bit better. And this specific time is that exact. So last week we did a squad training with another squad, and the purpose of it was to communicate better amongst our fire team. So for Charlie and Bravo to communicate better, and for Alpha and Bravo to communicate better, and vice versa. And the way we were communicating today is a better example of the actual communication that needs to take place. So, for instance, there was one point where Bravo was covering Charlie as they bounded up through the field. What the fuck did I just say? Bravo was covering Alpha as they bounded up through the field. And when Alpha got set, this is the first time Lewis went down. When Alpha got set, nobody called set over the radio. So then Bravo had to communicate with them, which we did, and ask them, hey, are you guys set? And then we moved. So that's the kind of actual communication that I think we should be focusing on. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, there were a few times I noticed that we weren't calling set or weren't always communicating, but you guys had the exact reaction, which is to then ask and keep it going.
Oh, boy,
All right. Yeah, if you need to go. Oh shit! All right. Well, be right back, I guess.
Lol.
Any second now.
What happened?
Server's restarting. TeamSpeak.
Disconnected.
Yeah, sorry. I was debriefing with my my unit there, so that's
Everyone
why
back?
I'm not talking. Yeah.
Lafave? Is it Lafave?
User joined your
Lafave, or
channel.
what is
User joined your channel.
I
User
want to say
joined your
Lafave,
channel.
but I'm not entirely sure.
Wow. I said the fave. And I hope I've been wrong all this time.
User joined your
Yeah,
channel.
me too.
Where is he? He's not reconnecting, man.
User joined your channel.
There he is.
Alright, Lafave. What do you want to say?
User joined your channel.
Okay, what come?
Just kind of reiterating what Louis and White kind of said there. I think the first part of it was pretty rough. A lot of positioning errors on Bravo's team, like not even just during that compound, but movement across streets and whatnot. But after that, I think once we got into contact, we kind of woke up a little bit. Other than that, that's all.
Alright. Is it La Chapelle?
La Chapelle.
Alright, do you have anything?
No, I think it went well. It's a lot of fun.
Alright, walking?
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
This is a comment, not really anything too important, but you guys weren't there to see it, but when Charlie was moving up the road, I could feel 100 guys in the town just turn and look at the Vic, and we got absolutely pelted with fire. And I just fell off the turret and died, so that was fun. Maybe I should have tried to keep Vic more with forces, but
Buddy joined your channel.
Lost, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, generally you want to try to keep the Vic just right behind our friendlies.
One.
Well, anyway, yeah.
One comment. I did enjoy contacts on rooftops because so far I've not experienced that in the 15th, and that was nice to see. Just a mission maker point.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys, I took a screenshot. Everyone's free to go. I cannot really stress enough how ecstatic I am to see us going from 0 to 60 today. I would comfortably say that we have one of the best tactical men in the entire 15. So, anyway, guys, everyone will be receiving an extra promotion point for bringing a